Okay, here's my review of Cyber High. I'm gonna log in here, kind of like a student. This is their dashboard. They have a few things they can add, notifications and tips, news. One of the good sides is the name right here. It's got the student's name on the upper right hand corner, so right around this area. And that's good because if you're proctoring a quiz or a test, you can make sure they're not logged in as somebody else, and then you can type in the password for that student and you can verify that that is the person that's taking the test. One negative I'm going to give here is that I'm logged in, and to find a course, it's not just right here. You kind of have to go to the menu to get the course. So I'll go to the menu and we'll go to courses, and I'm going to look at a science one. A science teacher, I can, maybe be a critic of this stuff here. This is about electricity, called Electrons on the Move. It's got the unit progress bar right here, how much I've gotten done. One plus side I like is the check marks. It's very clear whether or not I've read or done the assignment or the task. On the negative side, it's a bunch of reading. There's a bunch of reading here, and then there's a bunch of activities, and these activities, I've already gotten into a couple of them. The activities could be questions that are just checking on your knowledge of these readings, or they could be a lab that they're asking you to do, or it could be a written assignment. It's kind of a surprise once you click on it. So I think it'd be better if these were clear on what these were, because these are just like a surprise guess every time you click on them now. A negative on this is the reading here. Is just a bunch of reading. You can see the next bar at the bottom. You have to click next and just read more and more. And there are diagrams and pictures to help you out here, but it's just a bunch of reading, and they never check you on the reading. Not in any small intervals anyway. Another thing is, you notice there's a bunch of dead stuff on the side here. That's because this is obviously some type of SCORM packaging. It's a type of learning management system software that you use that is universal. You can put it in all kinds of systems. However, it doesn't scale very well. In other words, this would not look nice probably on a phone. So what I'll do is I'll separately in the PowerPoint slides do these from a phone and from a tablet to see if they're useful, or if we can see from them. So you can see there's just lots of reading, lots of data to absorb, and I've seen this in past programs where kids will just flip and push. They might read the first page or two and just go, what, how many are they? And they just start clicking on these just to see where this ever ends. So as you can see, I'll go back here. It's just a lot of reading, and I've gone through a lot of it. The first activity was actually just some questions that asked me about what I read, assuming that I've read a bunch of it. There is another one that's a lab activity that asks you to try at home with a lemon. And at the very, very end, there's a quiz. And, obviously it's just a quiz over all these activities and readings. And there's a quiz here at the end. Pretty straightforward, though. Overly, not too hard to navigate, I guess. I've seen worse. It's not too bad. You got glossaries and a bunch of stuff right here. I've seen these in other programs. Students don't tend to use these, though. Student directions and scope and sequence and standards and correlations. Kids won't read any of these things. They want to know what they have to read, what questions they have to do, what quizzes they have to complete, and that's it. This would be good for a teacher's aspect, I guess, but not for a student.